Hello and welcome to another episode of Sailing Solo at 70. I'm David Fansler and I'm not sailing. I am on the boat in Lefkada Greece, which is on the west side of Greece, but there are delays taking place with the sale of the boat. There are multiple lawyers, multiple accountants, multiple customs people, multiple brokers, one owner, and two purchasers all involved, and nothing's happening very fast. In the words of Marvin the Martian, when Bugs Bunny went to Mars, delays, delays, delays. So that's what's going on here, delays. As I said, I am on the boat, and most people would say, oh man, you're in Greece and on this little resort island. How wonderful is that? Well, if you listen carefully, you can hear it raining, and it has been raining most of the time since I've been here. The temperatures are running in the low 50s during the day to the low 40s at night, and there is no heat on the boat. I do have a little bitty heater in my cabin that I run for about 30 seconds out of every 5 minutes because they charge for the electricity here in the marina, and they charge a lot of money for the electricity. So I'm basically just keeping the chill off the cabin so that I do not freeze myself to death. The flight over was uneventful. I flew from RDU to Atlanta, had a short layover, and then flew from Atlanta to Paris. Didn't see a thing of Paris. It was all fogged in, and it was early in the morning as well. From Paris, I flew to Athens, Greece. They were just recovering from 40 centimeters, or about 1.5 feet of snow. They're not used to that. Think of Wilson getting 1.5 feet of snow, and you kind of get the idea. From there, I rented a car and drove across Greece. Athens is on the east coast, Lefkada is on the west coast. So it was about a 4 to 5 hour trip by car on a beautiful 4-lane toll road, and that ran along the Mediterranean. It's hard for me to describe the Mediterranean. Most of us, when we think of the Mediterranean, think of that big body of water separating Europe from Africa, and it is that, but it's so much more. It goes in and out of little coves and big bays, and there are boats everywhere. It is absolutely stunning what I've seen so far. I tried taking some pictures of what I was seeing as I was driving along, but after I almost rear-ended a truck, I decided that maybe that wasn't the best idea. I did get a few pictures, which I will share with you as we finish this up. I went through one toll, and right as I came out, I had a policeman pull me over. It wasn't that I'd done anything wrong, other than almost running in the truck, but he didn't see that. It was just a random stop, and I had 4 large boxes with me, along with my guitar and 2 bags of clothes and 2 carry-on backpacks, and he was questioning me where I was going and what I was doing with all these boxes and what were in the boxes and on, and finally I said, well, do you want to look in the boxes? And he said yes, and about that time he got a phone call and he said, never mind, go ahead. I didn't have anything to hide, but it was interesting that here I've been in Greece for 3 hours and I get stopped by the police. Lefkada is a wonderful little town. It is a resort town. It swells by tens of thousands of people in the summer. There are boats everywhere. This marina is enormous. It's larger than any marina I've ever seen, and it is very full. There are a few empty spots, but it is very full of very expensive large boats. Speaking of boats, I'm not going to show you anything of this boat. I will tell you it is absolutely gorgeous. It is stunning inside. It is in pristine condition. It's bigger than our tiny house. It really is. I mean, this thing is enormous, at 50.5 feet long. So anyway, that's about all that I have that I can report on right now. I'll show you some pictures of different things, some still pictures here in a few moments, and give you a description of those. But until I can report something, everybody take care and keep your eyes open, your ears open, and as soon as I have something positive that I can report on, I will certainly do so. So this is David signing off, saying farewell till next time. As I said, I never saw Paris, but this was a town that I saw just before landing. Paris was a ways away. After taking off from the Charles de Gaulle airport, we flew over the French Alps. Beautiful, but not inviting. Driving along the 4-lane highway, the scenery was just amazing. It's hard for me to add anything verbally to improve on these images. This was a beautiful bridge that I passed over. The architecture of this bridge was just fantastic, and driving through it was mesmerizing. So here's a series of short pictures of what it looked like. And then I arrived in Lefkada. It's surrounded by mountains, snow-covered in many cases, not always. And on top of the mountains, they make good use of the wind that's in the area by having lots and lots of windmills. Lefkada is just like you would imagine any small Greek town to be, with small alleys connecting larger streets, very narrow alleys at that. Old architecture, such as this Greek Orthodox church. And of course there were kitty cats everywhere. This is a plaza where it was surrounded by outside eating restaurants. Here it is at night. These are some nighttime pictures of the streets of Lefkada. Not much going on a Sunday night. The marina with a crescent moon over the mountains. And here's my cabin with all my stuff on the bed, 5 blankets included. This is the other aft cabin with all the stuff that I brought with me. And for all my belly aching about the rain, it's always good to know that when the rain's gone, that the rainbow is left behind. This is a beautiful sight of the rainbow wide and going to the ground. So that's it for now from Lefkada, and we'll be in touch soon.